Okay, this is part 2 of Pirate, Parrot, and Hook. We had finished this much of the pirate and we were just about to put his hook hand on. I modified it a little bit as we were off camera, and I've taken a silver 160 and made a little hook for him with 3 pinch twists up here at the top, and then just bent it so it's a hook down here at the bottom. And then we'll just gonna twist that right in here on his arm in between those pinch twists. Okay. And then straighten it up, and there's his hook. Get that going whichever way you need to balance it out. Okay, so there's his hook hand on there. Now let me do the other hand while we're at it, because I'm just going to finish that one. He'll have a little, his sleeve is going to be rolled up just a little bit, and then we'll do so about a 2-inch bubble, a pinch twist, and a small flower petal, like that, and then pinch that off, and tie it off, and then just wind this again into the 2 pinch twists. That will kind of be like the cuff of the sleeve. Just wind that in right here. I'm just redoing one of the pinch twists that came out. Okay, and put that in the middle of the 2 pinch twists, and we'll tuck his arm back in here a little bit, and there we go as far as his arms are concerned. You got the hook here, and then just a regular arm on this side. Okay, so now we're ready for the head, which we always start out with the blush 260. So we're going to make 2 ear twists at 1 inch. Well, just one to start with. Put about a 4 or 5 inch bubble and another pinch twist, and that's about 1 inch right there, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to squeeze some of the air out of these next couple of bubbles that come back across, just to I think match his features a little better. Sometimes you just have to kind of use your feel for this stuff a little bit. Okay. And that'll do right there for his head, because we're going to put a bandana on him, and the bandana is going to take up a lot of the top of his head, and then we'll put some hair on the back. Okay, so that's going to be, that's going to be just fine for the front of his face right there. Now for his hair, I mean, he's just not going to have, he's got a bandana on, like a lot of pirates do, I think, and we're going to put his bandana, squeeze some of the air out there right on the top of his head here like this, and bring it back to the back, go across one more time, okay, and wind it around, and then squeeze some air out and come back one more time. Alright, and on this one, when you come back to the last time, what we want to do here is leave a little bit on the end, because his bandana, we're going to just assume his bandana is kind of, sticking out. You've seen that on pirates before. The bandana is kind of undone and hanging down by the side of the ear. So we'll leave that there like that. So that's going to be that part. Okay, I got a brown nose or a gray nose. I think I'll just gray nose in. Because pirates are kind of, they drink a lot, and so their nose is probably in bad shape. And then the nose is in, let me 160 and around one of the ears. And then let's put a little bit of hair on the back of his head, coming out from underneath the bandana. So you just wrap that in there around the ear and around the other little thing too. And then what this would be good for is we're going to come across here and give him kind of a pirate's mustache. Make it a little bit longer, so it'll kind of hang down like this, and do the same thing on the other side. Kind of put kind of a bend in it, and then bring it here around the ear. Okay, and that's going to be, as you can see, that's going to be his mustache. Okay, wind that around enough times, and then get rid of it. and tie it off. Okay. So there he is right there. And then we've got an eye right here ready to go. It says good eye. I'm going to put that right in there. And here's his patched eye. Let me get a hold of this nose. There you go. Here's his patched eye. Just put that right in that. Put his nose down. Because we tied the mustache onto there. Put his eye back in. Okay, his good eye. And then this is just gonna this little part right here is just gonna come around and be you know, the strap his eye patch. Come around his ear. Now we could probably take that across his head or just something weird like that. I think we're going to. I'm just gonna spray. Okay, so there's our pirate's head with and the string coming around. All right. Now we can also do another thing with him here. Let's start on one of the ears with a white 160. You could use a 262. Like I said, I just like to use the 160s because they're just, it's a little bit easier to handle when you're doing really small bubbles. And these are going to be pretty small. And what you can do is you come under his mustache there and squeeze some of the air out of this so it's pretty soft. And then we're going to give him some teeth. So we're going to do one bubble, 2 bubbles, 3 bubbles. Let's see, will that be enough? Let's do 4 bubbles and more air out. And then just bring this down. Last one of the bubbles. Gotta make sure you twist those enough times. Sorry about that, just let me get these back. And okay, and then we'll squeeze a little air out. Break this off. Tie it off so you don't have any air between the end. And then these are just going to his mouth here like this, and then we're going to wrap it around the ear. And once that's wrapped around the ear, like our teeth, then we can make our ear and sink this. Okay? Side ones in, the ones you don't show if you just want the 3 to go. So there we got his teeth, and here's his face. Just this too. Put his bandana down here on his eye, and looking like a pretty decent pirate. Now what we've got to do is, I don't want to forget this either. This is a little clear piece that I had, and I'm gonna do one wrap around the ear with that, and then let that hang on the side, and that's his little diamond earring right there by his ear. Okay. And we get out our black marker, and so he can at least see out of one eye. Okay. And then what we got left to do is attach the head and then parrot on him. We're just going to come up from his nose, pull it nice, and just get around a couple of times, and then hide it away in the back. And then we can just bring our pirate around like this. We've got the 2 bubbles for the neck, and then it'll help us to balance him out, make him look like he's supposed to. So it's just a matter of making it look the right way here. And there he is. There's our pirate. There's his eye. He's taking a look at you, just like that. And then there's the little, and I think it makes him scarier if we put the parrot right by the hook. You just want it down there and wind that around a time or 2, like I'm trying to do here. Nice and tight, so it'll sit right there. Just wind that around. All right, and then there's his parrot, and it's right here by his. And you've got Mr. Pirate and his parrot sitting here. He got his leg and big mustache. Got his bandana. Oh, one more thing you can do with the bandana too, make it a little bit more realistic, or a little more. I guess is put some white circles. Then I think for some reason that was pirate style. So you can take some time to do more on there like that. So there you, the head, you've got some white bandana. So there he is. He's got his parrot right here on his side, the gold belt buckle where he took off the pirate mustache. He's got his nose here. Got the front of his shirt with the buttons. So that's the pirate. And if you enjoyed it, this is number 2. There's only 2 parts. Thank you for watching. This is Bruce.